Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are back on the Citadel Minecraft server today, poking around in Westhill, trying to finish off different aspects of the build. I think we might be over at the abandoned farm today if I can't think of anything else to do here in the city. We've got some landscaping to do, some planning for the farmhouse. It's going to be something that is knocked down and maybe old and busted up, so I'm planning on using some of the pale oak and pale oak wood logs for that. So that should be fun. Welcome in. We've got Cosmic, SweetSandi, Dan Grice, all kicking around in the chat. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. It's a stormy Saturday here in Nova Scotia. We've got 6 inches or more of snow overnight and more coming. So it's a good day to be inside and not have to travel anywhere. So I am all for the video games on today. Yes, if you check Instagram, actually, although the picture behind the pancakes did not come out that well. But if you check Instagram, which is just my name, Joel Duggan, then you'll see a picture of the snow. And I don't know, what did I say, 6 inches? So that's what? Probably 15 centimeters, 15 to 20 centimeters. I think they were calling for 15 to 20. Where I'm on the coast, it does bounce back and forth between rain sometimes. So it's still flurries right now. It's not really accumulating much. And I heard the main roads are fine, but side roads are still a bit sketchy. And I just... You know, if I don't have to go anywhere when it's snowing, then I just don't bother. It's a nice thing about working from home. And as long as I don't lose power, I'm fine. I have no worries. But let's poke around here and see what we can do. Guess I should first get into survival mode. I was taking screenshots. We have the book. The frame rate is slow today. So we have completed the green space outside of the curtain wall, which we've been working on for like a couple of weeks now. And I know it sounds like a lot, but for a couple of those weeks, I was only streaming 1 day a week. But this week we hit a couple of days in Minecraft, so I was able to finish up these sections the other day. But that means we can check off a couple things. So we've got curtain wall field. We've got grass east of the road. That's done. The road textures, I think this is also done. We can check this off as well. We've got Northgate Road, North Road to Farms, East Road to Bridge, and West Road over the hill. So those are these roads here that don't yet have texture. Some of them have a little bit, but it's mostly pretty bland. And then this is the big one. This is the one that goes all the way down around there. I don't know at what point we're going to stop it from being stone. I feel like somewhere around here we might. I do know that I forgot to add something to this list, which is I want to fix the potato farm. I feel like this is a good space for it. So, potato farm. Maybe the North Potato Farm. I think there's only the one. We need to fix the scale. Make smaller. And we need to design the interior, actually redesign the interior because the tables and chairs have broken. So we've got main hall mezzanine. I think we did some of the main hall decor. I maybe need to do a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like furniture design, but we have to wait for the data pack for that. Very rainy and windy for Cosmic today. Thankfully it's not like miserable snowstorm here. It was just snow. It just came down overnight, you know, like it wasn't blowing too crazy. I say that, and on the highway it probably would have been miserable. You're in MS. Is that Massachusetts? So we've been bouncing back and forth between 70 Fahrenheit and 30 to 50 Fahrenheit. Yep, that sounds about right with Nova Scotia. Same thing. We've been like +8 one day and -10 the next. Mississippi. Really? It's been bouncing like that in Mississippi? I never thought about Mississippi as a place that gets that chilly. I guess 30 Fahrenheit is only around freezing, right? Do you ever get snow in Mississippi? Because I wouldn't think no, but that could just be me not knowing. So the keep basement distillery and the tables and chairs out back. That has to be last. So we're only on 4 pages. That's good. Tables and chairs. That's also going to be last. So we can probably move this. So we're basically on to, we've got the abandoned farm. And we've got the apiary. Is that how you spell apiary? And we need farmhouse, beehives, and field, I guess. I feel like I've done the riverbanks, but maybe I haven't. Well, and you can't see anything in this mess. Jay, Chris, hello. Weekend has been good so far, yeah. I was to the gym last night, did a bunch of errands, helped my mother with some tech stuff. Then I was home for pizza and beer. You do occasionally get some snow in Mississippi. Okay. We can have very little in the course of a winter, but we can also get a lot, depending on how it's usually the jet stream that determines how much. That and any kind of big storms coming up the eastern US. What happens is they come up as far as like Boston and New York, and then they veer east, and they get out over the ocean again, and they pick up a lot of moisture, and then they hit us, Bay of Fundy, Nova Scotia, and they just dump a lot of snow. Usually central Nova Scotia gets a lot more than eastern, because Halifax is just so close to the coast. It can switch to rain quite quickly, usually. I guess we will go take a look at the farms. Might as well just go and look rather than bring a bunch of shulkers with me right now. 0 T666, hello, hello. So these are the 2 farms that are yet to be finished, and I think originally I was thinking that this was going to be the farmhouse, but I don't know. Like, I feel like if I make this the farmhouse, it needs to be smaller. I may have to move this path, because I think what I might need to do is make the barn here and have the barn be larger, and then move the path over here and then have the farmhouse be smaller. I feel like that's probably the better way to go. And I guess we'll bring out some pale oak logs. It's going to have a gray roof. And then over here, I was just thinking about doing the small house there. And then this was going to expand and be like a very large field of, I say field, maybe bees. Probably going to be a path to cut that in half. Probably a path going around that way too. This might be more fun to plan out. I don't have any designs in mind though. right, well, let's go get some shulker boxes, and we'll figure out what's up. Oh, the abandoned farm is gonna be run down. Like, it's gonna have like holes in the roof and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I do have an image on Pinterest that I want to reference for the abandoned farm, but not for the bee farm. Probably those. Maybe birch. Certainly bringing that. Probably gonna need some moss. Well, we might not need the moss. Bones might come in handy. I am gonna need stone though. Probably all of these. My one mistake with this wall was making it too big. You have to, too tall. You have to jump to get stuff. Uh-oh. There's a server crash coming. Matt B, hello. Hope you're having a good weekend. Deep slate. Those are coming. I might need diorite. Don't think there's anything in here. Do I need to fill up that mud shulker box? I probably do. Okay, I think we're good. I don't think there's anything special along here that I need. Does that have... Some of this could possibly go away. Those can go away. Labels on the shulkers would break when you open them, right? If they were item frames, yes. I was using a mod called Shulker Plus that is not updated, and I've decided to not use it anymore anyway. It's unfortunate. I really hope somebody else develops a very similar mod. What it did would allowed you to put an item on the top of a shulker box that would reflect the contents. And so I have like 3 or 4 brown shulkers here, and I could have like a spruce sign, a dark oak sign, a birch sign, like all on the different wood boxes. And so at a glance, it was very easy to tell which one was which. As of right now, my only method is a game of memory. I just put them down in the same order every time. right? So moss, and then probably like coarse dirt, landscaping, mangrove roots. And I've got spruce, dark oak, birch, pale oak. So you just kind of try to remember the order that you've put them down in. And I tend to do it in the same order that I have them in the storage room, so it's like it's always the same wherever I go. This is the best I can anyway. Ah, the acacia wood. Whoops. See, this is scary. I don't know what's going on with the server right now. Something is not ticking right. Like that took a very long time. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to log out real quick. Yeah, even the ping felt like it took a while. Logging back in was quick though. Okay. So, I think, oh, do I have the Pinterest page up? Maybe I don't. Did I put that in maybe like farmhouses and stuff? Fields and farms. Houses, maybe? Nope. Not there either. I could have sworn, maybe I didn't bookmark it. These aren't necessarily houses, they're just medieval buildings. Oh, you know what? Recently viewed. There it is right there. So I don't really want to copy the color. I just liked the design. I thought it was simple. And I liked the idea of going up on a foundation. I have not done that before. So I think that could be fun in terms of just like the design of what I want to do. It also means it's probably going to be smaller. So that's where I think making this a smaller footprint would make sense. So I'm just going to start from scratch. This was just a rough idea. Oh, I get that thing up. Hold on. Yeah, I like the shape too. I like the shape too. And we'll start with like a cobblestone base and we'll just kind of go up from there. But I'd want it to have like a decent view. So like, again, it's going to be broken down, but I want the original plan to have some sort of thing. We could put it on an angle. That could be a good way to try to do it. Although it probably would not be. I feel like we could probably just put it in that space. So maybe like 2 blocks over from here. I just need to get rid of all this grass so it's not kind of influencing where I put stuff. 1, 2, 3. Actually, that's the door. Maybe 3 on either side of the door. Chimney's going to be at least 2 wide. It still feels kind of large. Feels like enough room to go around it though, so that's good. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably not bad. We could maybe nudge it this way a little bit. And what I was thinking is that we could use a combination of pale oak. Yeah, pale oak and maybe some stripped stuff too. So even that feels kind of big. So I might want to take that down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could go for an odd or an even number. His plan is to create a rundown farm. Yeah, farmland as well. Yeah, I'm going to have it look like a field that's been neglected, which I think could be kind of interesting. And I think I'm going to reverse this. So this one has the door on the left. I think I'm going to put the door on the right. So I think the stairs are going to be here instead. That would make sense. So that would put the door here-ish. And then the roof would come down. And I guess for that, I'm going to use some white wood just to kind of get it going. Now, unfortunately, I don't have my data pack for recipes yet, so we have to make stairs the old-fashioned way. And if that's going to be in there, then this would be the center. Don't have any slabs. But then maybe that's going to be stone bricks or something. How would you convey that this is a rundown build where it's so small? There's going to be a giant hole in the roof. It's one of those things where I may have to build it fully and then start putting holes in it. But I at least want to get it to look like it was a structure and then bring it down to scale. Don't know whether to do an extra overhang here. I find a lot of times it just helps to have things kind of blueprinted out. I don't know why I have this here. This is just gonna influence my design. Whoops. Yeah, the step is kind of fun. See, what I was forgetting here is that in the model, it comes out farther here. So really, this angle is probably going to be farther out. And I guess this would end up being a wall. Yeah, I like the pale aluminum build too. I don't know about the cross beams, but I'm certainly going to have some sort of framing to it. Might be a good idea to just take a step back here and just make sure that this is a footprint that I like. Yeah, I feel like I could make this a little bit better. The path here is, so instead of curving off this way, this is probably going to swoop around here. We're probably going to see a little bit more happening towards the stairs. Stripped pale oak might look okay. I also want to make sure it looks run down, like, so it's not pure white is probably not going to be the best. You can start to see how that takes shape from the map, which is something I like about having the map. So what I think we'll end up having to do here is probably bring this in a bit. For this green patch to make sense. Yeah, I think that's working pretty good. Try to get a sense of what it might feel like from other angles. And the good news is that it'll be, this is going to be a low part of the bee farm. So then this will be a high part of the abandoned farm. You'll still be able to see it as you're walking along this road. What does this give us for a span? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 8 still. So it's still going to be a 2 by whatever that is, 11 when it reaches the top. Oh, I guess I have to base this. They both have to go up to the same peak. Right. Okay. This might influence this a little bit. I do sort of like the look of that. I don't know about... I feel like this could be better off if it was slabs, maybe? Kind of mismatching a bunch of different materials because I'm not quite sure which gray I'm going to be using. Andesite kind of looks shiny. Oh, tough might be good. I may have to make that smaller. We'll see. Yeah, I think that has to be lower. That's unfortunate. I may have to segment the roof, even though I wasn't planning on it. Oh, do I not have any stairs? No, I don't. Need more of those. You made a mistake looking at the Steam winter sale? I didn't really see anything that grabbed me. Everything seemed to be like big, like $60, $80 games that I don't tend to play on stream. So right now this goes to a middle section like that. I don't know if that's what I want. It's feeling a little big. I might want to knock it back. So if I brought it back by a block. Then this would probably be like a slab. So it's not going to be a full block lower, just half block lower. A lot of your stream list is cute, cozy games. What games are you looking at? What games are you looking at picking up? I wanted to try and do some chill gaming over not necessarily the holidays, but like between Christmas and New Year's when some people are back to work. A lot of my family is working, so no point in just sitting around doing nothing. So I could pull this back. Does make it feel a bit smaller. Still have a little bit of an edge going. See, that starts to feel kind of fancy. But then that's going to be too low. Well, I guess we could just split the difference and just go with this on the back. Management games. Start a new save instead of, you know, confronting my issues. Right on. The only thing I find very tricky about games like that is that you can feel very productive and you've been playing a game for a few hours, but then it feels like you've accomplished something. It feels like you've done work, which is, you know, a tip of the hat to the game developer. But then in your real life, you're like, I've accomplished a lot today. And when you look at what you've actually done, it's like, no, you haven't. You haven't done the things that you needed to do around the house or in your inbox or, you know, in the spreadsheet that you were working on for a podcast or thing or something, right? Right, so this might actually have to shift forward a little bit. Oh, I haven't moved this one, have I? So how can I change this? Does that line up? No. Cozy Caravan. Fae Farm? I think I've heard about that one. And Cat Quest 3. Oh, wow. These are all very indie sounding, which is fine. I'm not criticizing. Tiny Glade, yeah, I've talked about Tiny Glade, I think, with Johnny on the render distance on Spawn Chunks. I think my issue here is that I'm going lower, and what I should be doing is going higher elsewhere. So this should be the same. And this should line up here. But then here, I should go higher. It sort of works. I think we may have to adjust the door. Not a huge fan of that tangent, so we may have to come up with something else there. This feels excessive now. Something about the proportions. So maybe we need to knock this back here. Yeah, maybe. Makes a little bit more sense with the platform too. Maybe we don't even need this. It's not going to give us a lot of room inside. It'll feel a little bit more roomy because of course we're not going to have like all the walls finished. Trying to think about what kind of material I could use for the walls too. Don't know whether acacia will look good. I mean, it might be something where we can start to mix the two. Basalt would be the other one. Polished basalt's a little bit too nice. There's not a lot of contrast going on, unfortunately. The pale oak at the outside of the house. Which one? The pale oak log or the pale oak wood? That one? Yeah, I might switch the support beams to be stone. There might be a little bit more contrast there. Oh, they don't really work that well on top of each other, do they? Not bad. We'll have to do something with some bushes here to make this look less flat. So before I get too carried away, I want to make sure that we at least have something workable inside. That's probably going to be like the kitchen area. Stove and chimney would be here. That makes sense. I guess we could have this come out more. So it's not going to be a very big place. And this is going to feel very low. Oh. Switch that to slabs. Yeah, it's not going to feel very big. That's for sure. Kind of like a one room sort of deal. So probably like some sort of work area here. Some sort of kitchen there. Stream time is at an hour. Thanks very much, SweetSandi. Getting dark too.
This just in. Man works hard on build, he'll put holes in later. More at 11.
Thanks, Cosmic, for the TTS sticker and the 200 bits. Build it 3 times. Build it once, rebuild it again, and then punch holes in it later. That's my MO. We are just going to find a place to go AFK. If you're new to the stream, I do take a break once an hour. It gives me a chance to grab another drink, cup of coffee, all that kind of stuff. And I will be back in just a few minutes. Be right back. right. Are we nighttime? We are just the break of day. Looks like zombies are on fire. Well, sun did my job for me. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Cosmic. Well, that provides a nice little bit of visual change in there too, doesn't it? I like that. I haven't really looked at it from other angles. I'm gonna block the view of the waterfall, but that's fine. Yep. We need to do like some overgrowth or something. I'm finding this feels very, very out of character for other things. But we can have that look a little bit different. I think that's okay. It is definitely a dangerous place at night, yeah. Outside of the main roads, there's no lights anywhere. Unless you're near a building or in a building. Yeah, I think that works. I think that kind of helps with the lopsided look too. Although I don't know how we handle this out front. I guess we just change these. So even that, this starts to feel kind of big. So maybe we can knock this back. And then change this. No health and safety? No, not in Minecraft and not in this world. Certainly not in this build. Other places in like Dartmouth Meadows and stuff are much safer. Because people were spending a lot of time there. Much better lit. So if we change this to an even number, that feels a little bit better. To me anyway. See, now I really want to have the door over here. That feels more natural to me. That's the chimney. So this whole wall is probably going to be stone. All right, well, let's think about the interior here a little bit. I'll just put some placeholders in there. We've got, I don't have an extra bed, but I can do like maybe planks for a bed. We'll use something dark or a sink and some wood. And probably some trapdoors. I think this is probably going to look too fancy, but we'll see what it might look like. You know, it's not bad. All right, so just for fun, I guess maybe something like that there. Kind of a workspace. Probably do better off with like some sort of like shelving or something. Mantle, some sort of table. And then I guess the bed would be here. Thinking like one room solitary farmhouse, right? Or maybe there'd be a table here. Or chests. Again, that kind of stuff would all be gone. So it's hard to kind of plan for it. And then as far as windows here goes, probably one there. I think that makes sense. Yeah, the door is very bright. I agree. I think that works. I don't know about this yet, though. I like that better. I'm mostly thinking about shape. The texture is all over the map. And then to cut down on the amount of work that I would have to do, like I kind of even like this. Like I want to have probably a hole in the roof right there. I feel like that would make sense. So whatever we do for the roof, thinking about like gray, maybe tough is going to be the good roof texture. Thankfully, where it's not a big build, it's not much to poke holes in, right? I think that would make sense if we had something sturdier up there instead of a slab. Maybe we need like a proper ridge, like a full block up there. We could also have like part of the roof lean a little bit too. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We could start with something with a ridge and then go down to a slab. I probably want to use the stripped. Maybe the stripped logs. Oh, do I want to try the basalt there? Maybe I'll try the basalt there. Getting low on basalt. That might be a better end texture. It's a little bulky. I think I'm gonna like the way that it's gonna work out though. Maybe it does need to be a stone ridge. What could we use to blend into pale oak stairs? That's another tricky question. I like the feel inside. It feels smallish now. Like I wanted it to feel like it wasn't fancy. If we did that, then I feel like the edges would have to change. Yeah, basalt and pale oak do work together, I think. I think it looks funny as a cap, so maybe we'll change it to be like part of the middle. But that's a hard transition, right? Like I need to figure out what's happening there. We can make choices like some moss growing, you know, under the part where rain would be coming in. And that could be kind of fun. I kind of like the moss, or not the moss, the tuff as the roof block, because it means that it's going to be a different tone than the chimney, which is good. And then we could texture stuff there too to match. Although I do think it's I might have to go with deep slate on the outside. Wonder what that would look like. Because I'd want to have probably a combination of like tough brick stairs and regular tough stairs. But I don't know if that's enough contrast. Maybe if these were bricks instead of cobbled deep slate. Or polished. It's always hard to make these judgments in the rain, too. Assuming the polish is probably going to look too well maintained. If we do that, we'll obviously have to switch the whole part of the rim line, or the I'm not sure what the technical term is for it, but the edge. See, now here, if I do this, the advantage is that I could turn this into deep slate across the top, and then I could very easily have that be something more gradual. Like you can see what we've done over here. Right? I mean, obviously I don't have trapdoors, but we don't have a dark enough wood. How did I handle this one? I think this one is just straight. Yeah, pretty straight. Not quite working at a scale where sloping things works. Umbrella time, no kidding, right? For me, it's not the rain droplets, it's the grayness of everything. I feel like there was a shift with 118 where when it rains, it just gets muddy, like low contrast. I almost find it hard on the eyes, honestly. Oh, the joys of just waiting to sleep away the rain. I actually don't mind that, you know? Not going to give us a very gradual drop. Maybe if we did a full block. Yeah, I think I like that. We could try the darker one just to make sure it's not going to be the same. Oh, here we go. I feel like the tiles might be a little bit too dark. There's definitely a harder edge between the polished and the tough. I think that looks better. So I'm assuming there's going to be an even harder edge between the tile and the tough. Yep, bricks it is. Bricks it is. And do I have more of those? I don't. When it rains, you can sleep when it's at 1800. Oh, really? That's good to know. Guess we haven't been paying that close of attention. That and Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to work in this pale oak wood. I thought I was going to. More tough brick stairs. That looks okay. And I guess inside we could try to do something. It feels kind of flat. Guess I should finish the front. We could also have that stop there like that too, which would be cool. That adds to the problems. And I guess we would sneak in something like that there. Oops. I think I want the roof hole to be a little bit smaller. Oh, I don't want to do that. We may have to be a little bit larger with the hole than previously intended. I guess I could bring that closer together. Oh, first off, use the right blocks. Every time you smack your face off the block, it hurts. I'm just so used to stuff like that now, I don't even care. It doesn't even register. It's been so long since I've had any real peril in the game. Do I have any slabs? I don't. Because that would be a way to get a few more of these things. Oh, I did have some slabs. To look more broken down is to go from stairs down to slabs. So for like here. Unfortunately, it's all going to touch that log there, so we're kind of stuck. I can arrange some real peril in the form of cosmic and TNT block. No need for anything like that. I believe that peril exists. I feel like this might be one of those houses that's just like stone on the ends and then wood in between. That feels pretty good, you know? Couple more blocks to remove. Like here, I guess I could see. Right, so we could probably get away with that. That helps a bit too. So not that one, this one. That doesn't really make sense unless that really can only just be seen. That might work. Those might need to be stairs of the other kind. I don't know. When you ever start to add layers like that, it just starts to feel too robust, right? Not like a farmhouse. Saturday evening plans ruined. Hate to burst your bubbles. Yeah, I don't know about this stone brick pale oak combo. feels okay in here, but for whatever reason it doesn't feel great on the outside. I don't know why that is. I mean, a lot of this could be solved by adding in some cracked bricks. And probably a lot of them. They do read a lot darker. Do I need some holes in the wall? I don't know about that. I don't know about holes in the wall. I wish we had a bigger resolution to like chip blocks. Like that would be cool. I can also start putting like cobblestone and stuff in the wall too. One of the things I picked up from Minecraft Dungeons is that they use the cracked stone a lot. Like it's almost like the main block in a build a lot of the times. I mean, even that's kind of a fun, happy accident. This looks better over there. We can do both. Don't think I have any more cobbled slabs. Actually, before I fill this in, I should go see what that looks like from inside. That's I don't know. Maybe this whole thing should be just higher in general. Makes more sense from in here. Could even do a upside down stair, maybe. Oh no. Where will I get more stuff? I always have more stuff. There's always more stuff. Minecraft is like capitalism. There's always more stuff. I feel like maybe over the door would be a good spot to have another hole in the rim of the roof. I think I like that better. I don't know about that. I guess it helps a little bit. Maybe we'll need to put like a cracked deep slate there. That might be a good way to differentiate that a little bit. Well, I hope I like where it is because I've started texturing it. That just sort of happened. Not a big fan of the back wall, but I like the roof. And I like the ends so far. Oh, am I out of cracked bricks? I guess I am. Just move the rest to Westhill? Yeah, that's a no. That's not happening. I'm still not entirely sure about the door. Because we don't have any other white in here at all. I guess I could try to put like one shutter in the window. We could also put, I mean, we could put the other shutter there, but we could put it on the ground. Helps maybe tell a little bit of a story. Oh, I was looking at using these too, wasn't I? Yeah, not enough of a contrast with the stone. That sort of works. I wonder if we have to go with like smooth basalt. Which I already had, I guess. I could sort of still use the pale oak as like some sparse texture there, maybe. I mean, maybe there was a fire. I don't know. I don't think I want this kind of end to be there.
This just in, man craves perfection in build but won't move entire 4-year project 1 block to the left. More at 8. Coming up next, stream time at 2 hours.
Thanks very much for the TTS sticker, Cosmic, and the break reminder. I'll say break reminder. I need to wrap things up. I do have some other things to get done today, including editing the Citadel Cafe Holiday Roundtable podcast. That's a thing that folks, I'm sure, are looking forward to. So far, so good. I think what'll really sell it will be some like overgrowth and some vines and some bushes and things. So we've got, I like the color palette on the roof. I like the platform. I like the shape. MindTripMedia, thanks for the 100 bits. What's bugging me is the wall textures. It's getting better, but it's not quite where I want it. So I feel like we need to do a little bit more through here with this kind of stuff. And maybe use the pale oak a little bit more sparingly. Anyway, a decision for another time. But overall, pretty good. Can't really complain. Yeah, not bad. Looks even better with the shaders on. Once we start getting some mossy cobble and things in there, I think it'll really start to take off. Not a bad start. I agree, Dan. I agree. Well, folks, this is where I'm going to pass you along to, I believe Tango Tech is streaming. So I'm just going to refresh my feeds and make sure that they're still live. Yes, they are. Christmas tour. That sounds like a good festive way to send y'all on for the afternoon. This is probably going to be my last stream of the season. I'll be hopefully streaming between Christmas and New Year's, but I have no plans to stream between now and Christmas because I've got some Christmas prep and I do not get to prepare today because there's a snowstorm outside. So tomorrow is going to be making my Christmas pudding, and then I've got some shopping to do on Monday and Tuesday. So there will not be a lot of streams in the next few days. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you're doing to celebrate. I hope you get to hang out with your friends and your family. And thank you ever so much for the support today, for the support this week. I know it's been a bit of a crazy week. I had to miss a couple streams. But I truly appreciate it. There are going to be pre-scheduled episodes of the Spawn Chunks every Monday, so we're not going to miss a week. There's one for the 23rd, one for the 30th. Just check your RSS feeds, and they will show up around 9 o'clock in the morning for me, Atlantic. So depending on your time zone, you may have to wait a little bit if you're in the UK or the Europes to to get them, but they will come out on the Mondays as they normally do. The Citadel Cafe should be posted as soon as I can. I really want to get that finished before Christmas, so I am not having to work over the Christmas holidays. So that's going to be it for me until after Christmas. I hope everyone has a wonderful break, and I will see you all on the other side. Don't forget to follow on social media, and of course, check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan to support the stream if you want. That's how you join the Discord. You'll get links when I go live, all that kind of good stuff. But thanks ever so much. Really appreciate all the support today. Thanks for the moderating, Cosmic and Sandy, and have a good one. Bye for now.